On the occasion of the 7th anniversary of the International Day of the Girl Child, I believe that it is a time for us to reflect on the past and look ahead into the future. In doing so, there is the need for us as students to understand why we should be celebrating the International Day of the Girl Child. For the avoidance of doubt, I would like to go by reiterating some of the benefits why we continually celebrate the International Day of the Girl Child. One, there are so many of you, and statistics have it that we have about 1.1 billion girls who are alive today, but did not have the access or could not have the access as you have now to quality education, and therefore are having some challenges in life. So in celebrating this day, we remember what we failed to do right in the past and see how we can correct them. And that's why we continually celebrate this activity, to let you understand that being in school is very important. Again, we all know the importance of education. When the girl child is in school, we tend to eradicate the problem of unemployment, because at the end of the day, when we are able to go through formal education and you reach the apex of wherever your strength can take you to, it is expected that you will have some kind of employment to do so that you can manage yourselves well. It is also well known that at least 500 million women and girls lack private place to change their sanitary protection. And through the activities of the International Day for the Girl Child, we create awareness of some of these things so that you can prepare yourselves, put yourselves in a better place so that you can meet these challenges. And you know, when you fail to do some of these things well, the tendency is that it can lead to reproductive tract infections, and at the end of it all, some of you may be affected, and the enrollment in our schools, so far as girls are concerned, will go down. We also use this opportunity to raise some kind of awareness, because it has been observed and proven that when girls go to school, they get married at a later age. Because when the idle hand is there, I mean, it has got so many things to do. But at least when you are occupied in school, you'll be concentrating on your books, and therefore, when it comes to marriage issues, you'll even relegate it to the background. So on such a day, we encourage you that stick to your books and get married at the right time. Because when you do this, you intend to reduce the number of children that you may be having, because then you then know of the importance of education, and you also realize the importance of giving birth, not just giving birth for its sake, but as to how you can manage and also educate them very well. And when you do so too, by a large extent, you also contribute towards the development of the country. Because when we say population, our population is increasing, we can systematically plan in such a way that when you give birth and you are able to take care of the child, take care of the children as well, we will all be contributing our lot towards the well-being of the country. And in doing so too, it may also benefit you so far as your health care is concerned.
The girl child has suffered so many challenges for a long time, over 50 years. Everything is boy, 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 boy. So now we are saying that the girls should also go forward. Gone were the days that girls' place or workplace was the kitchen. Now we have female doctors, lawyers, engineers, and so on. So we are saying that the girls can also do better, can go and aspire higher as well as their male counterpart. So what they have to do is abstain from sex and unwarranted pregnancies and focus on their education so that they will aspire higher and help their parents to contribute to the society and Ghana in future. There are so many challenges, starting from day one. If you have male child and a boy child, and they are supposed to go to school, the parents will cater for the boy child and leave the girl child. And there are so many stereotypes. They have certain jobs for the girls and some for the boys, like engineering, medicine, pharmacy, and so on. It's the reserve for boys. And the secretariatship work, nursing are for the female. And if you consider the vulnerability too, the females is enrolled as early as possible for marriage. They will be given to marry because of economic crisis, unlike their male counterpart. Child trafficking, exploitation is all down to the girl child. So we are saying that the girl child is vulnerable. All sorts of abuse and violences are down to the girl child, not the male child. Of late that we are having the homosexuals and so on. But gone in the past and even now, ladies are kidnapped and so on. All these forms of violence, abuses is down to the girl child. We have people from different corteses, different institutions to talk on career guidance, the challenges, how to manage themselves, how to save, and so on. So now we know that the girl child has been empowered. They have rights, and right goes with responsibility, so that when anything is being done to them, abuses and violence, they know that this is the cortex that I will channel my grievances to. And also know that there are so many women who are aspiring higher, so they will also try and go higher even than those whom they have seen.
Car Powership, as part of our CSR, we decided to mark this day, which is International Day of the Girl Child. We believe in helping to achieve the UN Sustainable Goal 5, which is gender equality. We believe that as a company, if you're able to empower the young girls now, they believe in themselves and they can become who they want to become in future. So that's why you see us here partnering with Ghana Education Service and the Gender Ministry to hold this sensitization program for the young girls in the various schools in the community. We've had the experts from the Ghana Education Service, from Car Powership, from the Gender Ministry speak to the young girls about the various challenges they encounter and how they can be able to overcome. We've taken them through various topics, and we believe that this sensitization program is going to help them a lot even as they continue their stay in school.
It has gone well. They've acquired knowledge they didn't have, and so that is it's empowering in itself. Because to be empowered, you need information to enable you make choices in life. So I think the resource persons here have provided them with some information to enable them make the right decisions to become better people in future. For the challenges, they are enormous. But what I can really talk about is incidents of adolescent pregnancy or teenage pregnancy in this region, for instance. And the issues of child marriage. We know some of the girls, it may not be those here because they are in school, but most of the girls in the region or in Ghana, for instance, will go stay with a guy because the parents do not have money to cater for her. So she thinks staying with the man will give her the opportunity to get money to acquire some knowledge or acquire a trade. So child marriage is high. Issues of adolescent pregnancy too is very high. That also impedes on their right because they are not able to acquire higher education to get income or get better future because they have to drop out of school, and without qualification it's difficult getting employment. Even those of us with qualifications, it's difficult getting employment. How much more those who do not have any qualification at all. So it also brings down the level of employment for girls, and then issues of not able to contribute to the development or discussion on the table. If you have limited, you are semi-illiterate, will you be able to vie for positions in this country? So those are the issues we are looking at. How can we empower them to come out of, if they are in poverty, know that even regardless of the poverty family I'm coming from, I can learn to break the poverty cycle in my family. Because education, evidence has shown that education plays a chunk of influence in bringing poverty. So I think educating them, giving them the knowledge they acquire to break the poverty within their cycles or their family is very important. For these issues I mentioned, child marriage and other things to be cut off, it means that we have to really do a holistic approach in addressing the issues, because I can't be working from only the Department of Gender. And health has to come in, education has to come in, so all stakeholders, traditional authorities and religious bodies also have to come in to help in addressing these issues, because we know marriage is a religious assignment. So if the bishop or if the imam or the pastor is not there, marriage will not happen. If the Ibusian Penny does not even allow the child who is below 18 to be married off, it will not happen. So we need to engage. We are engaging with them. So some of the things we are doing is to continuously engage with various stakeholders across the country to help them understand the issues. The need why we have to put in much effort to prevent such incidents from happening.
Empowerment, as we all say, is something that will give you the opportunity to take care of yourself, plan for your family, your society, your community. So when the girl child is empowered, you see, girls are, let's take it, women are always with the children. So when they are empowered in terms of education, in terms of economic, they become very viable. They can, protect the children. The knowledge that they will get, they will impart it to the children and to the next generation. Now, we see that there are many positions being occupied by men, as if the women don't have the capacity. But it's just that our custom and traditions don't allow the girl child to progress. At the back of most of the parents, their perception is that, as for a girl, after your education, you go and marry. So spending so much on you, what will be my profit? Or what will be my benefit? No, that was then. For this time, the girl child must be enforced, must be empowered to take up roles that the men, opportunities, job opportunities that the men are taking. When we say, if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. Yes, when a woman is educated, the knowledge will not be kept to herself. She will impact to wherever she goes. Comparing to the boy child, the boys are the head of the family, as our tradition says. But what knowledge do they give to the children? They are always busy doing other things. But the woman, even whether educated or not, she is always with the children. And whatever knowledge, formal or informal, she will make sure that she imparts everything to the child, towards the upbringing and development of that child. What men can do, women can do better. Yes, If you take a woman who is a welder, because that area is male dominated, she will focus and do everything right. Women don't cheat. Women share whatever they have. Women, we are passionate. So if you sideline a woman, you are not making a family. Let's take a man who is single. Even some positions, if you are not married, they will not give it to you. Eh? If you are standing an MP and you are not married, society will say, oh, MP only you're one and over fan. MP without a wife, no. So they see that without a woman, men cannot be successful in everything. So they say behind any successful man, there is a woman. So it is important to bring in the woman. When a woman is educated, the family, progress rapidly. For the upcoming, always because of peer pressure and fashion, we tend to abuse our potentials. We don't have the focus and always chasing for money. To me, I think there's time for everything. But as the Bible says, we should seek first the kingdom of heaven and all things shall be added. The girls must concentrate on their life and their development, their education especially. And all other things can wait. All other things can wait for them because there is a lot of things that they can do. But for now, the education is much important. So they should concentrate on that and focus on whatever they want to be in future.
I've learned that as a lady, you can do anything that you think you can do. We shouldn't always put in our minds that, oh, this work is just for men or it's just for this kind of people. We should always put in our mind that we can do anything that a man can do and we can even do it better. I'll just tell my friends and people who do not know anything about this, those who are not able to get the access to all these things, I'll just, tell them so that they will put in much effort. I've learned so much, things that I never knew. I know it now, so it's good.
When I came for the program, I learned about career choices. And career choices, a career is something we do to earn an income. And also, I learned that in career choices, we can acquire your career through exploring, that is investigating, asking more questions, and also experiencing what you learned, trying to do what you are taught. That's what I learned, and more things like savings. You can save through the bank, investments, and other sources. I'll try to take a role model, look forward to people who have attained more degree on what they are doing, and also accept advice, learn more from what they've experienced. Thank you.
We came here basically to get knowledge on girl-child education, and also we were here for girl-child empowerment. And I learned that when the girl-child is educated, poverty is eradicated from the society, because giving birth to someone you cannot take care of, precisely a lady, also carries the poverty on. And another thing is that apart from eradicating poverty, I've also learned that when the girl child is educated, we are able to reduce the number of babies that we need to bring to this world, because you might decide to bring maybe 5 babies, but due to knowledge that you have gained from school, you may decide, oh, let me give birth to 2 or 3 because I can take care of them, and that will reduce the population of the country. And if it reduces the population of the country, basically that one too is a factor for the reduction of the world's population.